Hey docs, today is a fun tip. I'm going to share with you something that you can do more of that I know chiropractors enjoy doing. It revolves around what we call the straw man. The straw man technique is something we teach at the Art of the Close workshop that we drop into every single 10-minute talk. What it is you get to talk about big pharma, the drugs, what's wrong with healthcare, which isn't really healthcare, it's sick care. Because the way we teach the Art of the Close workshop, it is not in a format that's deceitful. In fact, it's just the opposite. Now, I'll give you some tips as to how to do the straw man right, even do it better, but I'll also share the biggest mistake that chiropractors make when they apply the straw man and what it costs them. But when we teach the Art of the Close, it is not a recipe that is built on deceit. In fact, it's the opposite. Don't listen to me. Take the words of a doc that's down in Australia and what he found after doing our 2-day workshop. It'll explain a little bit why this is so popular, and when we go to London, why it's been such a big hit. That workshop is almost sold out.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kieran Whelan. I practice in South Melbourne. I've been practicing, this is my 6th year of practice now. I've been really blown away by this weekend. I was already looking forward to it, and it very much exceeded my expectations really quickly. The one word I would use to describe it is integrity. It's getting the message out there with a lot of integrity to as many people as possible. It's very congruent with how you would practice and very easy to implement the steps. The way that he's done it is done in such a way that it's almost foolproof as long as you keep to the general concept that he's giving. It's excellent information. I would recommend this to anybody who is just starting in practice. I'd recommend it to people who are just about to graduate as well, as a way of really kickstarting your practice when you're getting into it. But there are also people here who are over 20 years in practice, and I can see exactly why you would do that then, because I've been in practice 6 years, and why should I keep making the same mistakes for 6 years when I can just learn now and keep moving from it. So thanks very much, Dr. Brad.
Okay, so what the straw man technique is where you build a man out of straw. It could be big pharma. It could be the pharmaceutical cartel. Maybe it's the Food and Drug Administration and you have a problem with nutrition and GMO labeling. Look, the point is you pick something big enough that you build out of straw and you get to beat the stuffing out of it. Now, where the biggest mistake comes in that chiropractors make is that they don't come from a place of integrity, which is what Dr. Kieran just mentioned. Everything we teach in the Art of the Close workshop is based on integrity. Because if you do want to talk about big pharma and what's not right about the healthcare system and how it is truly sick care, then you really quickly need to define what your psychological standpoint is. In other words, if you're going to break down somebody's paradigm of health, you really quickly need to move to build up the new paradigm. So if you break down this paradigm, we've got to build up your paradigm right away. And that is where chiropractors blow it. You see, a lot of chiropractors, what they do is they are good at beating things up. We're good at straw manning audiences. And then we don't go build the new paradigm. You don't define what you do. You don't tell them what you stand for, but they know what you're against. And it's fun to do that, and it's good to get it off your chest and blow off some chiropractic steam. I get it. But I've watched docs do that at the cost of new patients. And you see, then we haven't moved the needle. And worse yet, you change the public perception into a negative view of what we're doing. And you might even look angry, upset. Go in there with a breath of fresh air. Show them what is not working in the healthcare system. And you can, in fact, use a straw man technique to your advantage. But then really quickly build up what you stand for. What is your definition of chiropractic, health, wellness, whatever it is you do in your practice? The way we teach the Art of the Close is that you should attract believers. The opposite of a believer is a skeptic. Don't do it. We're coming to London at the end of June. It's almost sold out. We sold out our Australia event, and we've been selling it out in North America. 3 continents this year. All of those workshops will be sold out because this is based on fundamental tenets of communication. It's based on communication strategies all chiropractors need to know, and it's good in every country. If you're remotely interested, take one of the last few seats, message Melissa, and get the information for the Art of the Close in London. It's the only European stop we're going to make this year, but it is absolutely changing offices on every continent we host it in, and it keeps building steam because it's based on these neuropsychology fundamental tenets that other professions use, and we as chiropractors, we need to raise our game and we can fill your office. Looking forward to seeing you there. Cheers.